The Ball Fireman Nightbreaker. Is it splendiferous, or is it a bit of a disappointment? Stand by, Wilbur will check it out for you, and you won't even have to turn your head and cough. Last July, I saw an ad pop up in my Facebook feed for this beauty. The price was the lowest I'd seen for any ball watch, and I loved the look. Since I'm a fool for anything that glows, and when they talked about the 1.5 millimeter tritium indicators, I just couldn't resist. It was $7.99. It took a few months to show up, but it was totally worth it. The case is a top quality stainless steel with a real luxury look and feel. It's easily equal to my Omega Seamaster, and actually I think a bit better. The bezel has a sculpted fillet that adds visual interest and almost looks like a double bezel. There are finely brushed surfaces and mirrored surfaces, and they look like they were done with a lot of care. I know I'm a geek, but I just love that. It looks and feels like a luxurious precision machine. The flat sapphire crystal is coated and has a truly glorious date Cyclops, which I love. Many people hate. Too bad. If you get old like me, then you learn to love the Cyclops. You can just see it better. But anyway, the magnification seems equal to that of the gold standard Rolex magnifiers. I don't know 100% for sure that they're the same, but the magnification seems very, very good. It's much better than any of the other watches that I have. A good readability on the dial, very tall tritium indicators add kind of a wonderful 3D dimensionality to the dial. It might be a bit busy to be a proper dress watch. The classic dress watch should tell two things: time and breeding. But in the circles I run in, this makes a perfectly fine dress watch. If you have watched my other videos, you know that I'm crazy for a carved back. This one has a nice train embossed on the back to reflect the history of the brand. Since they were pioneers of the 5-position railroad watch that saved lives and helped avoid collisions on the train systems in the 1890s or whatever, there's links below about all of this stuff and about the history. I won't go into it. It would take forever. So the crown is quite prominent. It's a screw down and very solid. It makes it easy to set and wind and has a wonderful flowing old-fashioned RR logo on it. The lack of crown guards might bother some folks. I suppose I wouldn't want to wear it if I was doing dangerous work, but the watch hugs the wrist so well that I personally wouldn't be worried about hitting it. Knock on wood, I have never damaged a stem in the last 50 years. Then again, I wouldn't probably wear the watch if I was going to change the transmission in my car either. This thing comes in a very sensible size. It's 40 millimeters in diameter, 48-ish lug to lug, and perfectly svelte, 11.5 thick. This should be a good size ball for just about anyone, and it has 100 meters water resistance. Movement starts out as the ubiquitous ETA 2824-2, but with changes to improve anti-magnetism and their special amortiser anti-shock system for the rotor. They call it an RR1103 movement. It's also, I think, I read something on their site about it being good for cold weather, so I guess you can expect this not to shrink up on you? I don't know. Seems like some balls are COSC certified, but this one isn't. However, mine gains about 4 seconds a day. Can't really ask for much better than that. Definitely the most accurate automatic I own. Has 28,800 beats per minute and a 38-hour power reserve. Some other watches that have this same movement in them include the Hamilton chki, the Tudor Heritage Ranger, the Zinn 556A, and the Stova Flieger Baumaster B. Some of these are quite a bit more expensive, and some are a little cheaper. It seems like this watch, with the improvements to the movement, really, it's a very good value for money. This watch fits my 7.5-inch wrist just perfectly, I think. I put this on a Coloreb strap. I thought that nice red would go with the accents in the dial, and I like it very much. The only problem that I have is the holes are just between the places where they should be to fit my wrist. So it's either a skosh tight or a skosh loose. I hate that. I don't know why. Does everybody have that problem? Do the manufacturers, scientifically measure it and just know? It seems like it. The Tritium glows not as brightly as a super luminova that you are used to, so initially it won't look as bright, but as your eyes adjust to the light, it puts out plenty of light. And as a matter of fact, I use this on my bedside table as a clock that I can read when I get up in the middle of the night, which I frequently do because I'm an old man. All you youngsters, you have that to look forward to. To answer my own question, is the Ball Fireman Nightbreaker splendiferous or a bit of a disappointment? I would have to say that this is pretty splendiferous. It's by far the best watch I own, and that even includes my Omega Seamaster. And it's perfectly sized. It's very high quality look and feel to it. It's luxurious. It works great on various straps. It's not that expensive as good quality automatic watches go. This watch has made me a fan of ball watches, and I think because you shouldn't have just one ball, I'll probably end up buying more.